Hey you, it's Jessie and welcome back to my channel. Today we have a plan with me using my Aura Estelle Cloud, and these are the A5 wide vertical weekly inserts that Aura Estelle does sell. I don't know if they're in stock right now, but they do come from Aura Estelle. I'm using the Scribble Prints Co kit Voyager, which is based on Moana, which I do love. And this week is the week that I go to Australia. I went to Australia to start finishing my thesis. I do a history PhD, if you didn't know. But I'm going back to Australia for the next couple of months to finish it off. And I was going to do, winter kits all through this time because I was in Finland before, but I had to change my kits up. So I went and looked, and I had these adorable Disney-inspired kits, and I thought Voyager would be perfect for this week. I'm heading off to basically the area, I mean, not exactly, but that area around there, Oceania, and I'm going on an adventure sort of thing, so I thought, why not, this would be perfect for this week, and it was also summery. Yeah, so I'm putting the base down, and that's really all I was able to plan ahead of time and film for you guys in my usual setup. You'll see at the end of this video I do have some footage of my completed spread that I've taken here on my phone in my hotel. But I'll talk about this week. So what did I put down? Well, Monday night I left Finland, but I had most of the day, so I packed. My video went up. We had pancakes delivered because it's like, well, what am I going to have? Not be able to get really for the next 3 months. And it was the Nordic style pancakes. And then we just cooked pasta for dinner. And then I had my flights. They were okay. I was in, my first flights were fine. My flight from Helsinki to Hong Kong was super empty. Pretty much, I had my own row, and most of the seats around me were empty as well. So that was really awesome to have an empty flight. Although when I got to Hong Kong, I found out that my Australian card, it was a long story, but it wasn't working, and my dad in Australia has my proper working card. So basically, I got a new kind of account and a new card to go with it, and they just suddenly cancelled my other current card. So anyway, long story short, I didn't have any money for my 8-hour layover. So that was fun. Although a friend did try to send me a Starbucks gift card, but the Starbucks says that they didn't accept it. And that really freaking sucked because that would have been perfect. But oh well. And then my next flight into Adelaide in Australia was full. But luckily it wasn't so bad this time. Everyone kind of just kept to themselves. It's a much shorter flight than usual. I usually fly through Doha, and it is like a 12-hour flight between Doha and Adelaide, and it's just horrible. Whereas this one was 8 hours. And I watched a whole bunch of new movies, so I was happy about that. I saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which is fine. It was okay for a Tarantino film. I watched Rocketman, which I did enjoy. But honestly, I didn't actually know much about Elton John. I haven't listened to a lot of Elton John, but it was really good and an interesting way to do it. And I thought it was better than Bohemian Rhapsody, to be honest. And then I watched Parasite, which was so good. I highly recommend. Just read the subtitles. It's fine. If you didn't like subtitles, the movie's worth it. And it's really interesting. And, it's really sort of talking about the class solidarity and the class differences. And I thought Parasite was just really good. And I couldn't guess anything that was going to happen. It didn't go any which direction that I thought it would. But then Wednesday noon I got into Adelaide and picked up my dad. And then I just pretty much checked in and went to sleep from 4 p.m. And look, Heidi's joining us in the video. Oh yeah, she wanted to lie and everything. Then on Thursday, I got into work and I was meeting up with my supervisor because she's actually gone overseas for a while, just for a week with her kids. So they go to Disneyland, and I'm so jelly. I want to go to Disneyland, but anyway. So I saw her before she left, and I got delicious bao, roast pork bao. Oh, so good. And I basically just went through jet lag, and I did some YouTube binging and stayed awake until 10 p.m. So that wasn't too bad. Then Friday, I called my doctor, and it just gave me terrible anxiety to make the call. And then the receptionist was kind of like, I don't know, she made me feel really crappy, which I hate when that happens because it doesn't really matter, but it still sucked. But I have an appointment now on Monday. And then I had to figure out my Uber accounts again. I basically had to make a new account because I changed phone numbers. I got a new SIM card. I got a good sandwich from a sandwich place. I did some drawing, and I watched the entire series of the show Cheer on Netflix, which I highly recommend if you're interested in, cheerleading. That was a really good documentary series. My heart breaks for all those kids, and I hope everything good comes to them because they deserve it. Saturday, just did some groceries. I watched Moana, so I was able to use one of the Scribble Prints Co Disney scripts. So I was really happy with that because it's super cute. And I also had a Once More Love munchkin of Moana. So I was really happy. And then I was able to get a Vietnamese bun bowl, which is like a noodle bowl. Oh, it's so good. And I also got a bubble tea from Chatime. I got a jasmine milk tea. So tasty. I'm just like getting all the Asian food that I can't get in Finland. And then on Sunday, just been drawing a lot. I watched the whole of season 2 of Dairy Girls, and I freaking died when there's a whole part about sticker selling in it. Amazing. You guys have to watch. I love Dairy Girls. My dad is actually from Belfast, although him and my granddad immigrated when he was young. So immigrated in the late 50s, I guess. Yeah, so it's way out of the scope of Dairy Girls, but, the whole Irish thing. Plus, they were Protestant, not Catholic. But it's still super interesting. And then I had some sushi, and for dinner I'm just going to get some Maccas because it's really cheap. I've spent far too much money this week just trying to set up. I bought, shampoo and conditioner and all that here, just to set up all my stuff before, instead of bringing it over with me, because, I'm going to have it for 3 months. And I might as well let my bag be not too heavy. But yeah, that was this week. It's a super short week, really. I'm looking forward to getting started tomorrow. I got a desk assigned in an office. Actually, the desk I had last year when I came back for a 3-month stint. And the plan is just to finish up this thesis. We're just going to finish it. So I think there's a bit more pre-planning to go, and then there'll be a clip of the finished spread at the end. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to play some music because I know you all love the music, and so do I. You probably wanted enough of my rambling, but you'll see the stickers that I talked about. If you want to know what any sticker is, just let me know down below, and I'll let you know. Usually everything's like SPC, Once More Love, Paper and Milk. Is there anything else I used? I used some Tasseled Planner, but she is closed. I used a Happy Blue Tree, and I used a Whimsical Cat. I don't think I used anything else this week. But I thought the spread turned out super duper cute. The quote box that I used from SPC said, "I do believe it's time for another adventure," which is what we are doing. Next week we get straight into the thesis proper. And it also really excited, another Disney-inspired kit. I'm using Mulan Reflection, which is surprising because when I got to Saturday, I realized it was the Lunar New Year, so that worked out. But it's also Australia Day on the Sunday, but whatever. Anyway, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
breath in, don't wanna wake up. Your heart is my violin, watching you sleep is comforting, don't wanna wake up. Wish that I was brave, but I've never been the one. Wish that we could stay like this, I wanna stay. Wish that I was brave, but I've never been the one. Wish that we could stay like this, I wanna stay. If I got superpowers, I'll stop the clock, be right here in this moment. You're all I want. If I got superpowers, I'll stop the clock. Wish I got superpowers. Your hands touching my hand, want your fingers everywhere, don't wanna wake up. Wish that I was brave, but I've never been the one. Wish that we could stay like this, I wanna stay. Wish that I was brave, but I've never been the one. Wish that we could stay like this, I wanna stay. If I got superpowers, I'll stop the clock, be right here